blessed and they should be getting stuff and they should, I'm not talking about.
Some women deserve it. You've been with your woman long enough, and she does the right thing, and she's doing everything she's supposed to do on her end. You're allowed to spoil your woman.
It's too early.
No, that's too early. That situation's too early.
If you meet a girl a month ago or something like that, you giving her diamond chains and all that, like that's way too early.
No, of course.
And
of course, that's way too early.
Is it tricking?
Even if you got it.
Fuck if you got it. All right, yeah, because one time I'm with a bunch of basketball players 15 years ago. I could not believe it. I was the only rapper with all these guys, superstars. And they talking about how, I got a girl in every state. I ain't say no names, guys. Girl in every state costs me about $5,000 a month. I'm sitting there like, I ain't gonna lie to you. In 15 years, it was hard to put a girl in a cab. Like, you want a girl, I want somebody to love me for me, make me happy, right? And so it's like, to the point that you feel like you playing yourself if you put them in a cab. Here goes these guys talking about, I got a girl on a payroll in every state, $5,000 a month, little apartment, and then, so I'm sitting there, I want to say like, you guys are the herb for real, like, you guys are tricks, but one of them told me, I get $380,000 a game. So now when we use that phrase, it ain't tricking if you got it, right? So these guys say, I get $300,000 a game. Right?
When I score 40 or I score 6, I get 300.
He got 70 games, right? So he's saying, 83 games?
82 games.
Jesus Christ, these guys get money like that. So he's saying, one game cover all these girls, and everywhere I go, I got a bad chick waiting for me when I come up in there. And so when I thought about it, it's the first time it ever made sense for me. It ain't tricking if you got it. Because I understood what they were saying. They were like, bro, that shit is like a penny to me. I make so much money, but everywhere I go, I got a bad chick. And so, if you one of them girls getting $5,000 from a basketball player, big guy, you really not killing them like that.
You're not doing that good.
You really not.
You're really not doing that good. Let's put it from both sides of the perspective.
You ain't the one.
No, you're number 19.
And so somebody said they're investing in having fun. I get it. Right? It's like they got it. I mean,
but on the flip side, do they care after they fly into Indiana and then they go to Texas next week and Juancito was going in after he leaves?
No, Juancito is going in.
Of course.
And you girls who's getting that $5,000, make sure that Raheem or Juancito don't run into them in the hallway.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they got 29 days to deal with whoever they want to deal with.
Right.
The guy come play one game.
Make sure Juancito still buys groceries and all of that too.
Make sure when he come in town, Juancito ain't got his do-rag in boxes sitting on their couch with his leg up on the marble thing. And I believe it doesn't exist. Yesterday's price is not today's price. I believe it doesn't exist no more where it's true love. If you broke and he's broke. If you're a beautiful girl, first of all, this is how this thing go. Right? Damn, man, I might get thrown on for Wendy tomorrow. Have I been talking too much real shit on my good?
I love it so far, to be honest.
You sure?
I love it so far.
Yo, let me know if I'm going too far, guys. Let me know if I'm going too far. I might not be on TV tomorrow. And so, Tinder swindler. Yo, I watched this Tinder. Did you watch it?
No, Tinder what?
Yo, Tinder Swindler
I didn't
is
see it.
about a dude that's on Tinder, right? On Tinder,
Yeah.
rapping to women. But now he's a con artist, right? But what you gotta understand is, I learned since I was a little kid, I got conned one time. Sure, I got conned more, but I got conned one time. But the way for you to get conned is, you gotta be thinking you taking advantage of somebody else and then you get robbed. So a guy like you, somebody might come, they might try to con you for real. Yo, Mayor, could you hold this $20,000 to me? And they show you $20,000. But yo, you gotta throw all your jewelry in the same bag. You hold it though. Somehow, when you turn your back, they take all your jewelry and they $20,000 was fake. That's the con. So now Tinder Swindler, he's on private planes, he's in Four Seasons, he's eating sushi, popping champagne, and so these girls go on there and be like, oh, he's handsome, he was alright looking for like, you know, his look. You know, he wasn't ugly, he was a fly dude, Jewish dude. But they want the life. And so they've been in social media seeing people on private planes and all, so they want to get in that car with him and everything. And so his thing is, he'll put you on a private plane, fly you to Paris with him one day, eat sushi with you. The first time he meets everybody, he's gassing them with some fly shit. So they thinking he got that bread. And he got the bread. He looked like he that dude. And before you know it, he keeps talking to them. And I love you and this and that. And out of nowhere, he shows a picture of him and he did this to 100 girls. He shows a picture of him beat up and his security beat up. It says, I got to get out of here. They took my money. I need to borrow some. And these girls wind up giving him 100,000, 200,000. Let them, please get away. Take my black card. Charge. And he's charging private planes. So every time a girl is with him on a plane or in a fly hotel, another girl's paying for it. But at the end of the day, they all wanted the guy because they knew he had money and they was thinking, I'm going to come up with this guy. He's the Tinder Swindler. A fucking con artist.
I gotta watch this.
But they wanted their life. It wasn't like they love him because they love him. Nah. It's like they seen the lifestyle and it was like, yo, I want that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And so you gotta watch the Tinder Swindler.
I'm gonna watch it.
Nah, he's a movie. This guy's a movie. They learned a hard lesson. Yeah, they did. Oh, yes, they did. That is a hard lesson, brother. Yes, they did. I'll end it talking about my brother Jim Jones. Jim Jones, 5 mics, up and coming Brooklyn rapper. I fuck with him. They in Gucci yesterday. And they went in there. They were spending a lot of money. They had a lot of money, right? And they said nobody attended to them in Gucci.
Yeah.
And they went in the private room where you try stuff on. Nobody came.
They just left him there.
Left them there for an hour and 2 hours, like playing. If you shop in luxury brands, they ask you if you want something to drink. They come in, do you want some water, sir? Diet Coke, coffee? Do you want some champagne? All the time. If you're spending big money like that. If you're walking in a store where they sell shit for thousands of dollars, they always offer you some champagne, some water, something. So he went there, nobody offered them water, nobody attended to him. They're in the Gucci store, and it's like, we don't really want to serve you. Right? That doesn't happen to me and you.
No.
Right? Every time we go in there, they take care of us and this and that. And so Jim Jones goes
So it's live.
to his live fuck Gucci this. I would never do that personally. I won't. Even when they do racism shit to me all the time.
Just walk out.
I just keep it moving. Fuck it.
Fucking walk out.
Know what I'm saying? But Jim Jones went on his live and he was talking that shit. And yo, we shouldn't spend our money here. Then they went to another place and got the service they wanted and started throwing hundreds of dollars in the air. I don't know what the fuck they was doing. They thought the shit was a strip club. They was wilding yesterday. These niggas, they was nice. They was high, something, whatever. But should you spend your money where you're not appreciated? Oh, we like fly shit no matter what.
It depends on the scenario. I mean, if you had that.
Me and you snuck into Gucci.
We gonna keep
when
it on.
100.
Let's keep it on.
When Gucci had the real controversy, Dapper Dan saved them from that. Mm-hmm. Right? Because Dapper Dan the real, he from Harlem, he collaborated with them. They did it. He saved Gucci when they was really, people was not shopping and they was boycotting. Me and you still went in there with masks. Yeah, before COVID. Before COVID, we was masked up and shit. And we went and got shit. And then to this day, when I wear those hoodies, they be like, damn, where you got? They never even seen it. Because we caught it while they was boycotting Gucci. Mm-hmm. You know how certain shit come out at a certain time? Mm-hmm. Me and you caught some gear that nobody else got because everybody was boycotting Gucci. Yeah. We still went in there. So what do you think? Go and spend your money even though these people treat you like shit?
I mean, it depends on the experience. I mean, if I had an experience as bad as that, maybe I would get pissed off and maybe I wouldn't do it no more. I've never experienced it, so it's hard for me to say. I never experienced the lack of, I've experienced it in restaurants, I've experienced it in clubs and bars, and I've experienced it in other parts of the world. I've experienced it in restaurants. I mean, I went to Ruth Chris one time and they ain't like what I had on.
Ruth Chris, they be dirty.
Yeah. You had same thing happen to you.
North Carolina, I got
Carolina, it happened to me here.
No, Greensboro, wow.
It happened to me here.
North Carolina, let me tell you something. I did Mark in America, we at the conference. We go there every year. Shout out Greensboro, North Carolina. And so I went in Givenchy. I was fly. We went over there. The worst was TA had like the jogging pants everybody used to wear with the white stripe on the side. He had that. But we really said, so we go there. And no disrespect, I'm seeing white guys with tank tops walk in there, flip-flops, and they're telling me how we're not dressed appropriate to go to Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris is a piece of shit, guys. And so the driver that drove us from North Carolina, he was more offended than us. He was going crazy, cursing them out and all that because it was foul what they did to us. We wound up going to the soul food joint over there in Greensboro. They treated us like kings. And now, I've been back to North Carolina since then, maybe 5 years in a row. I go straight to the soul food spot and eat. I don't have no reason to go to Ruth Chris over there again.
That's so crazy. It happened to you over there, it happened to me over there.
No, they're racist.
It's crazy.
They're racist. And so,
but you didn't make a big thing of it. You walked out and did. Some people just take it different.
But it hit the press. I didn't
do
interviews or nothing like that. But some people, that shit went out there. Like people were like, "Yo, they violated it. They violated." And then the man called me from Ruth Chris. The owner is from like Boca Raton, trying to get in touch with me. I ain't pick up his calls. I ain't get back to him. I'm not.
You handled it your way.
I'm not Reverend Al Sharpton, none of these dudes. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. And so, yeah, they don't know who I know. The owner of all the Ruth Chris hit me up, and I was like, yo. And some people would have tried to squeeze these guys and be like, yo, you violated me, I could sue you, make a whole bunch of shit.
I'm cool.
I'm cool, man.
Just ain't going back. I'm cool.
I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make my own money. I'm gonna, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it moving. Oh, you don't fuck with me? Cool. The one place I do see racism every single time is on first class in the airplanes. Because if you know,
Don't go too crazy. You fly a lot, brother.
I fly all the time. But I'll tell you the truth. It do not matter. On first class, don't know why, say this 12 seats on first class. Why they only got like 7 to 8 good meals? So like they might have steak and some mash, you know, boom. Why they only got 7 of those orders and they ain't got the others? So I noticed, and boy do I notice. Cause you know, one thing I do is take my 3 meals serious. So I eat for sure 3 times a day. 3 times a day. And so each one of my meals, I don't want no whack meals. When I go to Wendy Williams in the morning, they be like, what do you want for breakfast? The guy brought me bacon inside. I said, yo, bro, I take these meals serious. Make sure you put extra butter on the turkey bacon with the egg and cheese. Don't fuck up my shit. Like, I want good breakfast, good lunch, and good dinner. That's the one thing I ask for in life. I pray to Jesus Christ for this. Right? So, you go in the first class, they only got like 7, 8 good orders. Somehow, if the black and brown is in the front, row 1, row 2, they start from the 7th row coming down. And by the time they get to you, they say, hey, sir, we got a cheese plate.
Or chicken pot pie.
Oh, no, not chicken pot pie. You wish it was chicken pot pie. Sir, we got a cheese plate, or we got a vegan couscous. Fine. This is what I do every fucking time, premeditated. What would I have had if I was sitting back there? Oh, that's great. That's steak sirloin with butternut squash. And so, this is shit they do all the time to me on first class. This happens to me on the regular basis. I'm not telling you some shit that ain't a fact. And so that's where I get to see the racism, you know, and then sometimes you halfway through the flight, they come and they go, oh, didn't realize you were a special person. Didn't realize everybody's talking about you. The stewardess in the back would love to take a picture with you. Everybody loves you. But I'm fucking stuck with a cheese plate. And if I wasn't such a fat fuck, no, because I'm a fat fuck. If I wasn't such a fat fuck, I wouldn't have took their cheese plate. I should be more protesting, fighting the power, and not taking their shit. But being I'm such a fat fuck, I take their cheese plate with the little grapes. They got like 3 grapes on the side of shit. Little cracker, you know, the stick of the Italian shit. What's the Italian shit? They put in olive oil, the bread stick. Yes. They get me every time with that shit. Meanwhile, you gotta smell steak, chicken parm on the other side of this. Listen, do me a favor. If you work for an airline, please tell them to give you, if it's 12 seats in first class, give you 12 good meals. I don't understand. Give you 12 good meals. You should be grateful, Joe. I paid to get on that first class.
That's right. There's no grateful there. You paid to get there.
No, I paid to get on that first class. And something I can say, yo, Becca's, something I can say to my white counterparts.
It's okay.
I hope your steak. No. Hey, I hope your steak was good. I have the cheese plate again. It's like, no. I'm not saying that, but what I have to say, Kid Capri, happy birthday, my brother. Shout out your album. Kid Capri just dropped the album. Go download it. And so my thing is, what I can say is, to them is, next time you're on the flight, watch what I'm saying. And see, no, it's true. Watch what I'm saying. It happens to me every fucking time. I kid, I make the shit up. Like I'm sitting there, it's almost like, all right, let me give you the different version of it. When I go to a restaurant, it's usually Latinos in the kitchen or black people working, right? And so if I go and I don't have reservations and I'm standing there and that reservation said, no, well, it's an hour wait, I know some Latinos gonna come out the back and be like, yo, that's big boy. They'll get me right in. So I work on that. When I go to a restaurant, I ain't got reservations. I'm at Houston's, and the girl in the front is oblivious to who Fat Joe is. She don't give a fuck. She's like, yo, it's an hour wait. I know there's some Latinos and some black people coming from the back to be like, that's Joe Crab. He not waiting an hour. Excuse me, Joe. Come on. Happens to me every time. So I guess that's the flip side of the flying in first class. I'm telling you, I want to write a whole book about first class. Yo, Becca Haas. Fat Joe Global.
You could always get your own airline.
Fat Joe Global. Listen, guys, I'll see you tomorrow on Wendy Williams. Me and my sister Remy Ma. We're going to look good. We're going to smell good. So if you think you can smell through the fucking TV, just know we smelling good. Yo, Beckas wants the story, high-end wine. So no one comes to my house. No one comes to my house.
That's crazy.
No, it's okay. He said get him on the live, okay. You know who this is? It's not Fat Joe. It's the fake Fat Joe, Sean Beckas. Yo. It's the Fat Joe stunt double. Yo, Beckas.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Yo, you look like shit, man. I'm going to tell a story.
All right,
You're not clear.
I'm going to tell my story. You got it?
You're not clear. You fuzzy, but go ahead. Tell him. So I invite Beckas, his wife, his family, beautiful kids, Sean Riley, Sophia. Everybody come over to my house. Nobody really comes to my house. So they all the first guests to ever come to my house. Beckas, do you want to do the honors with the high-end wine?
Okay, so when you go to Fat Joe's house, right, you have to come with a couple of bottles of high-end red wine. Because what I told the story about you, Crack, is that you are not a halfway hustler. You know what a halfway hustler is? A person who have a Mercedes-Benz in the projects and live in the house and have a Toyota Camry. You have always been a fly guy. So when I come to your house, I have to bring the high-end wine. Unfortunately, my little 4-year-old.
Get the bill.
And it got a little crazy, and the wine went up in the air.
Y'all back. Let me explain this story. Hold on. Because you look like shit, man. Right?
All right, wait.
You're not clear. So that's Sean Beckas Costa, big time executive out there, sports agent. But he's my brother. So I don't really bring people to my house. I bring him and his family to my house. He comes with a bottle of wine. See, the thing about Beckas and me is we grew up with each other. So I know when he comes with one bottle of wine, he's really going to come to my house and drink 7 bottles of wine. You ever know somebody chip in the meal that give you $200 for the meal, but they ate $500 worth of the shit? This guy is the king of it, right? But the main thing is, Eric Sherman, what's up, baby? He comes in my house. He's sitting on a white couch. The man goes and spills red wine on the white couch. When he does that, I immediately look at the floor like this. And what happens is, the man, the one person I let in my house, spills red wine on the couch, and saved me. I ain't gonna lie, he sent the crew in.
Look, he said $600,000 couch.
Yup, that. He sends his guys in to clean the couch, but Rich Player, out of all people, shout out to DJ Christian. Rich Player goes and starts scrubbing it, but we used every shit in the world and it came out. But when it happened, it almost killed me, and I said, damn, this is why we never have nobody over. Should have went to hat. Come inside, get him ready, man. And so, shout out to my brother Beckers. I know he's out there with D Wade out there getting ready for the Super Bowl and all that. You live a life, Beckers.
So that means he's sipping on some expensive wine.
So 1,000,000% he's sipping on expensive wine. He is not fronting. He is living a life. High-end red wine. Listen, guys, let your darkest moments bring you most clarity. Meaning, if you go through something with your health, something in relationship, something financial, somewhere where you need the people that are closest to you, or you think they are your people, and they're not there for you, sometimes that's God's way of giving you a lesson or showing you that these ain't really your people and you don't need them around you. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. And put God first, good and bad times. I know if I was dying and I had 5 seconds to go, I'm praying to God. And so God is so important in good and bad times. Who's that? Charlie?
Dubs. Graffiti Dubs.
Oh, that's Dubs. Yo, what's up, Dubs? Dubs is on here. Dade County, Chopper County. My crew out there in Miami I paint with, they on here. Whips Ones is on here. All the graffiti guys is on it. Yo, Beck, I stopped blowing up the cow, 600K on the cow. We've been doing too much showing off. We've been doing too much showing off. I know, guys, y'all say I'm bugging. Joe's wildin'. Listen, I'm inspiring you to live a life. That's what I'm saying. I'm inspiring you to live a life. I'm not showing off. I'm letting you know you can come from the projects. You can come from welfare. You can bust your ass and get it. Yo, Beckhouse is great. He must have had too much wine. Yo, I love you guys. Cash App, my partner. You can go to Cash App, use code Fat Joe, and get $15 free. Nothing's better than that. Peace, y'all.